What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel for a brand new episode in the 3 to T series, where I'm attempting to play through every single course on GSPro, while doing so showcasing the awesome courses, new and old, fantasy, real, par 3, anything in between for these videos. The goal here is, like I said, just to showcase you guys maybe new to GSPro, looking to get it. Maybe I'm going to show you guys a course where even if you're a GSPro veteran, maybe you haven't played it yet and you say, oh, that looks like a cool course, I'd like to download it. But try to be even par through the 3 holes, and as the name implies, 3 to T. 3 holes per course, 1st, the 9th, and the 18th usually. For today's video, playing a course that I've actually played one time prior, and it was for the Gary Golfy giveaway, the Patreon giveaway. I actually played this with D-Lud. We had a ton of fun playing this. Awesome 2-man scramble. We played from the blue tees, I believe it was. I'm doing the furthest back here today, but the final score that we shot is escaping me. I want to say it was like 13, 14 under maybe. But I remember I probably did some of the heavy lifting on the front, and then D-Lud for sure. He was lights out. Probably one of the best I've ever seen him play on the back nine. The dude just couldn't miss. Ton of fun. Shout out to both D-Lud and Golfy. But for today's video, we're playing the National Old Course. This is in Melbourne, Victoria, Australia, designed by POB 16. At this point, this course is a few weeks old. It had just gotten released when me and D-Lud played it. But I remember both challenging but also forgiving, very fair course, capable of shooting a good score if you keep it in play, but also some challenging holes. But just really like the graphics, the details, the way it was laid out. So I wanted to showcase this one for you guys. But let's go ahead and get into it. First hole, par 4, 364, doing the furthest back tees. What were the conditions here? Firm fairways. I tried to do the course recommended settings and load the courses exactly how the designers, if they selected anything, exactly how they intended to play. So firm fairways, normal greens. I changed it to 11 stimp. It seems like most people play that, so I'm trying to get acclimated to that. Black tees, which are the furthest back. Thursday pins. Course altitude at 525 feet. And then lately today, I've done 2 other videos. This will probably be my final one today, but decided, we'll see if I stick with it, but decided for at least for today to do 8-foot gimme circles and the auto aim putting assist line just to speed things up a little bit and be able to get through more courses. I've been so low on time as of late, being able to record videos, edit them, post them. You guys haven't seen quite as much from me as of late because of the Rocket Cup, all the live streams, SGT, the leagues, everything else in between. So I want to try to get back into the swing of things of playing some rounds here for videos, get them recorded, get them edited for you guys to hopefully enjoy. But let's hit the first hole flyover, par 4, 364. Awesome detail with all the trees. We got that one big tree in the middle of the fairway, which we may catch here. But it's in a pretty safe spot. People say that on course if people are standing right in the middle of the fairway and the group in front of you is the safest place to be, because most likely it won't end up dead center in the middle of the fairway. But let's see what we can do here off the first tee, get ourselves into play, hopefully shoot even par or maybe a little bit better. Ooh, wrong button. Throughout these 3 holes. We'll aim about there, give us both some room left and right. Tee up the old Sim 2 driver. Got the Square Golf launch monitor going here with GSPro, per usual, just for any new people wondering what I'm using. And we lost it right. That's not going to be fun. Kick out, kick out, kick out. It did not kick out. This may be sim drop territory. Uncle Tony always says, Flying Fat Kid's been reminding me, when in doubt, sim drop it out. But, so there looks fine. You always got to see if there's a window first. I think we may have a bit of a window. If we go there, it's going to come out right. So we want to go there. That has a collider, but down here seems all right. I think if I do a... We're on an upslope. If I do like a punch 8 iron, we may be able to escape. This is always the tricky part. You say, all right, we'll try to get out once. And then if I try to get out once and I go nowhere, then you end up taking a sim drop the second time, but you should have done it in the first case. So We'll see what we can do. We'll go there. We'll hit a low 8-iron. Hopefully this comes out. Not the ideal start. All right. Oh, no. Oh, no. We got out of there. All right, it stopped. We got out. We caught a little bit of the trees. I probably should have looked before that and noticed that there was a massive gully down there, which luckily we didn't go completely down into. But in any event, we're hitting 3 into a par 4, inner circle, which can be done from this distance. We'll get out of here with a par. We're on a downslope. It's going to come out left. So we'll go here, right on the edge. 53, we're in the rough, up about 3 or 4. So we're up to like 56. Try to hit this just over 50, I think. Maybe even 55 because of the rough with the 56 degree here. .55. Okay. Club face was a bit open, so it launched a little bit right and spun to the right. I thought that would neutralize a little bit because of that left lie that we had, but I may have overdone it. In any event, gives us a putt. I've been saying it, but big fan of these. Basically anything besides a tournament round. I enjoy it. It makes it quicker. You don't have to toil over one click this way, one click that way. You can kind of get a feel for if you draw a line straight on where the ball is, that's where you should aim. So it's kind of like subconsciously, kind of indirectly training your mind to be able to read these breaks a bit better. I don't know if any of you guys have messed around with it, but friends and family, not tournament rounds, I am a big fan of it. 10-footer, almost 11, going to play about 7. On 11 stimps, to me, it'll feel basically like about a 5-footer here. A little bit of a pull and too much speed even on that, so we hit it through the break. All right, bogey. Could have been worse. Second hole, par 4, 449. Man, this is a pretty strong, almost 500-yard par 4. It's pretty long, pretty strong par 4, but I hit the flyover. I did toggle the advanced lighting. The sky looks really cool up there, almost like planes were riding around or something. Got a house over there on the left. Bunkers look good. Trees look good. Shading. All these courses, all these videos that I do, I run on 1080p Ultra. You guys are actually getting a slightly better view of these courses because of the laptop screen and seeing it like on an edited video versus what I'm getting on pretty budget, low-cost projector and not the best impact screen either. But even on this, the colors pop. Things look good. All right, baby draw. Let's not try to lose this one way to the right. I'm going to hit up on it as much as I can. That's better. 5.2 up. Ball speed's not quite there, but I'm not really. It's a bit colder here too. It's only about 50. It's been raining all day. 59 degrees in the garage. Not the warmest, and I played a lot. I played 36 yesterday. I played 18 the day before. The 18 the day before. Play a lot. So all that to say, ball speed wasn't the best. I like to be, with all the speed training I've been doing, closer to mid to high 150s, sometimes even into the 160s. So 153, not great, but because I've been hitting up on it so much, launched at 18, and I hit up on it 5.2, just goes so much further in the air. That's C-Drum's recipe for hitting high, nasty, hellacious bombs is high launch, low spin. Spin was a little bit high. I'd like to rather be closer to like 1,700, 1,800, 1,900, anything basically between like 17 and 2,000. So that was pretty close, 2,100, but all that to say, 267 in the air. I don't hate it. 285 total. Leaves us with 164, up 8. It's going to come out right. A little bit of a downslope is going to run out a bit more. We have a 1 mile an hour degree helping. Can I get the 8 iron there? The pin's in the back, so I'd rather be a little bit shorter. I think we're going to hit a strong 8. I'm afraid if I actually hit a 7 decent, it's possible I carry that thing about 175, 180, which is going to be too much. So we'll try to play it a little bit smarter here. Get a good 8 iron strike, hopefully. Oh, that was Healy. Go. Not the best strike. Oh, no, stay there. Decent result, though, or at least it was. This may come off the green. Stop. 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 Well, that got significantly worse. But we still have a putt. Birdie putt from 40 up 25. So we're at 65 footer. Again, this thing, I don't know where you guys would see this if you're looking at the dots and you kind of imagine that line wasn't there. I would probably, this looks like, I mean, it's working this way, but then it goes hard that way. I would think I would be close to this, but I'd probably read this. I would be out towards this line over here. If I was looking at this and I had to pick a line, I would probably play it just for the inner circle and play it out that way. So it is kind of good to train your eyes and train your mind where to aim. But this one, 65 feet is just going to be complete guess, hit and hope. Easy game, apparently. Well, that was lucky. That thing, 0.2 HLA, rode the line the whole way and happened to, the lip caught it to go in. All right, just like that, we're back to even. 18th and final hole, third hole here, par 4, 366. I was just kind of surprised that went in, but we'll get a little subtle caw-caw birdie dance there for flying fact hitting Golfy. Golfy's so funny with his birdie dance. He's been trying to get down exactly what he needs to do for the sounds in the movement. But in any event, third and final hole, 18th hole, par 4. Let's hit the flyover. Pretty sizable dog leg. Ideally, play this with a baby draw towards that bunker over there on the left. Hopefully get it either near that corner or around the corner and have a good look back to the right. We'll move ourselves over here by the tee. Don't want to cut off too much of it just in case it does not draw, which it may not. But we'll go there. Again, for me, only swing thought I have with driver is literally just set up with a lot of shoulder tail and try to hit up on it as much as possible. It worked yesterday. Hit a couple decent ones today. Another decent one. Ball speed was better. Backspin was a bit higher than I would have thought based on that strike. But baby draw, 268 out there. We'll take it. Leaves us with 102, down about a yard. Need to hit this about 95 in the air. It's going to come out right, so we'll leave it there. Choke down approach wedge, and hopefully we just get the number close. Anywhere really between 90 and 100. 95 would be probably pretty good because it's 102 playing 101. The wind's going to push it a little bit, but a little bit of a downslope. Usually try to land these with normal greens about 5 short and let it roll. See if we can do it. $99 should be all right if it spins. Right next to the pin, a little bit of a lag there as it came down. I mean, it's a good shot. I'll take that. Literally landed right next to the pin. I just ideally would have liked 4 or 5 yards less. So that bounce carried 101 in the game. That one rolled out 4 yards. That would have been perfect. But still a good look. Good look at birdie here. This is very much so makeable, especially with GSPro caddying for me, picking my line for the putt. All right, 10, almost 11 feet, playing about 9 or 10. Felt like a decent roll. And we are in for another bird. Again, I'm mindful, and I know that making the conditions a little bit easier between the 8-foot gimme circle and the auto aim, obviously that helps a lot. So videos I've done in the past, this 1 under round doesn't quite compare and stack up apples to apples to the other ones, but to me it's a little more enjoyable, speeds things up a little bit, and I don't have to be walking back and forth with the keyboard trying to pick a line. So let's wrap this thing up from the National Old Course in Melbourne, Victoria, Australia. Course designed by POB16. Again, second time I've been to this course doing Gary Golfy's Patreon giveaway with the one and only D-Lud, which was a ton of fun. Take a look at the stats. You guys can see I went through some of the conditions down below, but the main ones: firm fairways, normal greens, 11 stimps. You can see the rest down below. Take a look at the stats. 285 longest drive, 277 average drive, 154, 156 on the ball speed, 25 feet of total putting, 2 birdies, 1 bogey, 4 putts, 18 minutes on the gameplay, 2 out of 3 greens and regulations, and 2 out of 3 fairways. We will take it. Again, like I mentioned at the beginning, there are spots where you definitely can get into trouble here, but I feel like overall it's a pretty fair course. So depending on the tees you pick and depending on where you put it off the tee, you can get yourself in trouble, but you can also manage your way around here pretty well. And I think it's pretty fair. So it's both challenging, fun, you can get yourself into trouble, and you're ideally able to shoot a halfway decent score while having some fun. But like I mentioned, we're going to go ahead and wrap this one up. Like always, shout out to the members. Really, really appreciate the additional monthly support. I did the 3 cheapest options on YouTube. So anyone out there maybe catching some of the live streams, catching some of the videos, maybe you caught some of the Rocket Cup and you want to just support me a little bit extra by becoming a member, I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. You'll see your name both at the start or the end or both of every single video that I post. But yeah, shout out to the members. And like I always say, if you have any course requests, new, old, fantasy, par 3, world famous, local course, anything in between, just let me know down in the comments. Give me the name of the course, the location, just a little bit of background information so I can write it down and just relay that to anyone else that's watching it. So whether it's like your home course or a course you grew up playing, it's cool to get a little bit of background. But like always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys at the next course.